Oh boy. So I know I said I probably wasn't gonna do any more like trailer reviews or whatever for X-Men Apocalypse, but oh man, when Jason Voorhees 2011 messaged me earlier in the morning today, he said, "Hey man, new trailer came out, but you might not like it," and I was like, "Why not?" And he was like, "Something they spoiled something like they did in Captain America: Civil War, the trailer," and I was like, "Well, what do you mean by that? Is like Kang or something?" He's like, "No, no, no, just don't watch it. Just no, don't watch it." Sadly, I gave into temptation, and I I was pleasantly surprised, but at the same time, I'm like, "Oh, really?" So, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, don't watch any further in this trailer review, I guess you could say, and yeah, just back out now because unlike in some of the thumbnails for Captain America: Civil War, which actually showed you Spider-Man, this one just comes out the fuck nowhere, and I was like, oh, well now. So yeah, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to back out, and here you go. Okay, so if you're still here, I guess you already have seen the trailer, and yeah, it's Wolverine. You see Wolverine's claws in the trailer at the end. You don't see all of Wolverine, you just see the claws, and that's it. Now, one hand, I'm kind of disappointed. Reason being is because I wanted to see an X-Men movie outside of, First Class to not need the, presence of Wolverine. Now, the big thing here is, even though, yes, we have Wolverine in the film, we don't know how much of the film he's in. We don't really, now that I think about it, yeah, we don't know how much of the film he is in this film. And the other cool thing is that even though they've shown us this is the quote-unquote final trailer for the movie, I feel like I still don't know the plot to the film. Like, I don't know what Apocalypse's big endgame is. It looks, well, apocalyptic, but it does feel like, oh, the X-Men feel safe, and then Apocalypse comes in and he's gonna wreck shit. It's not like with I feel like it's not with Superman Batman's third trailer, where they literally spoiled where they pretty much gave you the whole story in that one trailer. This one, I feel like they gave you some things, and especially with the Wolverine reveal, I still feel like, I feel like I have not seen the entirety of this film. I feel like I have not seen the entirety of this film, and do not need to guess where this is going. So yeah, so kudos to you on that. I feel like, yeah, it's the same thing with Civil War, where, oh yeah, they showed Spider-Man. I don't know what's going to happen, but they still haven't shown Spider-Man. They showed Spider-Man, but I don't know, and I don't honestly quite necessarily care, because they haven't spoiled anything else major out of that. And that's the same thing here, where we really don't have any major spoilers here, other than Wolverine's in the movie. Again, I'm a little disheartened that, again, we need Wolverine, but on the other hand, we don't know how much of the film he's in. All we know is that he has the adamantium claws back. No bone claws, just adamantium once more, which I'm interested in, because if you guys remember in Days of Future Past, Stryker turned out to be Mystique in disguise, and we all thought, oh, then I guess Wolverine's just going to keep the bone claws then. But we do see Stryker in the trailer in here, so I'm wondering, did they find out and take Wolverine regardless? Did they just like, oh, that's not really Stryker, let's take Logan and make him into Weapon X? So that's what I'm thinking. Again, I think it may be an after-credit scene. Honestly, like, maybe they're trying to find Wolverine after all this time, after finally dealing with Apocalypse, and what happens is that, yeah, we do see that, Jean and Scott are searching, have gone through a bunch of Weapon X soldiers, but again, Mystique says, oh, it looks like you guys have been busy. He's like, we had help, and then we see the Wolverine claws. So I'm wondering, is this an after credit scene that they've let slip for us, and in turn have shown, yeah, coming up next is the third and final Wolverine movie, so get hyped. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm pretty sure we may get some more Wolverine scenes in the movie. That's what I'm kind of dreading, but on the other hand, what I'm hoping for is that this is the only time we see Wolverine, is like it's towards the end of the film, and the X-Men have dealt with Apocalypse already. This is an after-credit scene of Wolverine going out, and this is the hype for the third and final film. Kind of like at the end of the Wolverine, we got the hype for, X-Men Days of Future Past, and at the end of course, Days of Future Past, we had, of course, the hype for Apocalypse. So, who knows? Anyway, we got to see more of the Archangel wings, which is cool. I'm wondering in this film, are they going to have him with the blue skin? I'm hoping we get to see Warren with the blue skin. That's something I really want to see. We get to see more of Scott and Jean, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure my good friend my good friend Shades at Night is like squealing right now to see. He's like, OTP, OTP. Yeah, I'm just here's the thing. I really want a as much as I know Mystique is going to be in this film, and because Jennifer Lawrence is the big name here, I'm kind of hoping this is her last film. I would be okay with Mystique dying, and because I feel like her story arc's now officially done. Like, she's gone through this character change. She's miraculously saved mutant kind by protecting the president, and now I feel like you could end her story by sacrificing herself in the battle against Apocalypse, and then you can move on to. And again, Jennifer Lawrence doesn't want to be in these films anymore, so I would not be shocked if this is again Mystique's final film. And from there, we get more stories revolving around Scott and Jean and the other young X-Men. I would be totally fine with that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there want a Cyclops-centric film. Even Bryan Singer wants a Cyclops-centric film. Yeah. And I'm kind of wondering where Jubilee fits in. We've seen so little of Jubilee. Like, in the 3 trailers, she's had an accumulation of scenes amounting to like 2 seconds. Like, there's only 2 scenes, so I'm wondering if they're building something with big with Jubilee and not just having her stuck in there. That's what I'm hoping, anyways, that they have more to her than they're letting on. So hopefully they can do that. Anyway, so what else did I want to say about this? All in all, looking forward to this. I'm not going to watch any more TV spots. This was the final trailer. I spoiled myself on it because I gave in to temptation. But yeah, even with Wolverine in the film, I'm still like, it's a Bryan Singer X-Men movie. I'm still going to go. And here's another thing I want to bring up, just real quick, because I forgot about it. Has anyone else noticed that in all 3 trailers, they've changed Apocalypse's voice all the time? Like, constantly, like, they've changed. First off, in the first trailer, he sounds normal. He sounds all of that. He sounds normal and peaceful. He sounds like a regular person. Second trailer, they completely change his voice to give it more digitized and make it more booming. Final trailer, they mix the two. Like, when he's speaking softly, he sounds normal, but when he gets more booming and bombastic, you hear the more like classic Apocalypse voice coming out. Can we not figure this out, people? Fox, come on. You got your shit together with X-Men, but come on. Pick up the pace here, people. So, and that's kind of what I wanted from the beginning, honestly, with Apocalypse, to tell you the truth, guys, is that I kind of wanted him to have this calm voice, but when he gets, like, angry and more, like, just out of control, you hear more of the classic Apocalypse voice, this kind of booming voice, because you would imagine Apocalypse in this universe, and in most comics, is treated like a messiah, and you'd imagine your messiah would have a calming voice if you wanted to, be close to him, right? So, I would imagine, whenever he got angry, that would be the voice he would get, the more classic Apocalypse voice and all that. But anyway, I just wanted to point out that in all 3 trailers, Apocalypse has not sounded the same in any of them. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like in the final film. They've just kept I can't be the only one who's noticed this, honestly. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what do you guys think of the Apocalypse final trailer? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? And what do you think of Wolverine appearing in the film? How much in the film do you think he'll be in? Do you think do you think it was an after-credit scene they let slip, or do you think it's something else? Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.